welcome back to the channel. Now, first things first, as you can see by the title, we're currently playing the waiting game. This is when we sit on our hands and essentially wait for the project play out. And obviously that's VEVE NFTs going back up in value. That's Ecomi price, waiting for that to take off as well, waiting for new updates on exchange listings, new licenses, etc. As stakeholders in this project, we're essentially just playing the waiting game. And we're going to talk more about that in a second and how we do this most effectively. But the first thing that I want to address, and we'll brush over it because we don't want to waste too much time on I wouldn't even call them haters at this point. I would say that they're secret admirers. These are so I just had a comment from someone that said, I bought Ecomi in January, I sold in May, I'm so glad I left, or something along those lines. I bought in January, I sold last May. But how strange, a year later, you're watching Ecomi vids, you're commenting on Ecomi vids. It doesn't really make much sense. It's like a stalker ex, an ex that can't quite get over their previous partner, right? So they stalk them, they follow everything they do, but secretly all they want to do is get back together with that person. And I feel like a lot of these people that do this secretly want to get back in the project, don't yet have enough courage to do so. So instead, they just leave negative comments, which I just find very, very bizarre. And I just want to say to all of you guys that constantly do this, you will be immortalized, but for the wrong reasons. Like, you don't understand this yet. And again, all of your comments will be screenshotted, and guess what? At the end of this year, I'm going to literally do a dedicated video reading out each one of these negative comments, and it's going to be interesting to see where you are at the end of the year. But anyway, that's it for now. We're not going to pay too much attention to those people. But again, I appreciate the dedication. I kind of respect their dedication. They actually show more comments, more traction to the channel than some of you so-called supporters, right? So I want to see you guys leave as many comments as these guys do. Drown them out, right? You can show your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing, right? We shouldn't see a flood of negative comments and no positive comments. It's very strange, but then see loads of likes, right? We need to be more vocal as a community. Now let's talk about the waiting game, right? So what do we do, right? Because this is very important at this stage, because many of you guys are probably thinking to yourself, well, I bought this coin, I'm basically stocked up as much as I possibly can. What do I do now? Now, personally, my strategy would be, obviously digging deeper in the project, doing research into the project. I'll be scooping up NFTs on the VEVE platform that I believe are undervalued. Again, CC NFT group for that. We have some nice pics that we've already posted. But that's what you want to be doing. You want to be taking advantage of the super cheap VEVE NFTs at the moment. Also, again, if you do have the capital, again, I would be looking at nice restocks at this area. But again, guys, I would be extremely diversified. It's going to be an incredible year across the board for the cryptocurrency space. So play it smart. Also, I would make sure I go to the Twitter page, Ecomi Twitter page, and make sure that you're staying up to date with the important updates, because some of it you need to make sure you're on top of. Of course, guys, don't worry, I'm going to update on the important updates anyway, so you don't need to worry much. But yeah, stay on top of the project. Make sure that make sure that you're comfortable with your holdings as well. So now's the time to really reevaluate and assess your current portfolio, your current holdings, and say to yourself, you know what, do I have enough or do I have too much? You really have to do that for yourself, especially as the market isn't doing much. And then I would come up with an overall plan and strategy on what you plan to do long term. term. So where you plan to sell some of your holdings, how long you plan to hold. I would literally just start planning all of that out. I wouldn't just be holding for the sake of holding. That never ends well. So you want to have a very, very strong plan when it comes to this project, because right now we are just playing the waiting game. And of course, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for new exchange listings. We're waiting for new license agreements. We're waiting for major updates. We're waiting for Ecomi utility. We're waiting for so much actually, but for now we sit on our hands, and again we just wait for this rocket ship to take off. But all aboard, because this is your last chance to buy. Now that's really going to upset the haters, and I'm going to see the comments that we get in the comment section. Again guys, we're open to positive criticism. I also like to read some of it, right, because some of it is very valid, and again the team could be watching and could be reading, so make sure you leave those comments below. We don't mind positive criticism over here, right? But anyway guys, that's it for now. Until the next update, seize the day.